I can't keep living a dual life. I have to let go of the ghosts of what could have been in order to embrace the present. Every time we make a decision, there's like a moment where every time we make a decision, there's like a moment where life kind of separates, right? Like you end up down this path, and then it separates to something else. That decision you made somehow changes things. I don't know why, I don't know how, but it does seem to. And it just means that when you're in that situation, when you've got another, made a decision that's big, whether it's to have kids, whether it's not have kids, whether to have a different career, or even just something a little bit less impactful, there's this idea that, hey, you sort of can easily get sucked into not really living your own life and instead living the one that you thought you should have lived, if that makes sense. And I think that the full acceptance of those decisions that we made is really, really important. And it allows you to kind of fully embrace the moment regardless of the future or what may come. So you accept the decision you've made at this point and what the outcomes are, and really fully commit to this life and building this life. As in, if you're not fully committed and you're not there, you can't build something up, you can't go and do interesting things, you can't devote yourself to improving yourself as easily if I'm not committed to building this life. And I think it's a conscious decision I need to follow in this process, even when it's uncertain. Because there is uncertainty in everything, and maybe I made the wrong decisions, maybe this isn't the right decisions. But there is a relaxation to be found here, and an effectiveness of just fully devoting ourselves to this one thing. So if we go, okay, this is the life we have, I'm going to be content with it regardless of the outcome, and fully devote ourselves to this outcome regardless of what happens. Now there's a deal of uncertainty if we do this, and we can deal with this uncertainty by considering the opposite of our current choice separately in sort of a strategic setting. So for me, I would sort of sit down at the end of the day for 10 minutes, and I would lie down, maybe put eye shades on, and really just consider the anti-life of my life. So what is it that I would have been doing if I hadn't been me, right? And I guess keeping a diary is also super important. And an external discussion, this is why we have counselors, this is why we have therapists, one of the reasons, right, is to understand, like, when we are not sure and we're strategically not sure and we're trying to elucidate our values and what it is we really want to do with ourselves. That's when I think an external person is super useful. Someone I think would have a lot of understanding of this and puts it into perspective is a YouTube channel called Makayla Noble, who had a fairly serious accident when she was quite young, and that change made a huge difference to her life. And I think it's worth looking at her channel just to understand, hey, there's ways of accepting that life doesn't always give you what you want, but you can accept what you have and embrace it and do the best you can with what you've got. So, all right, well, thanks for listening. I appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.